This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're at the LD Micro 10th Annual Main Event in Bel Air, California. With me right now is Alex Harrington from Snap Interactive. It's a publicly traded company with the symbol STVI. Alex, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you, Robert. Glad to be here.
It's great to have you on. So, for our audience, let's get an overview of the company and go from there.
Great. Thanks. So, Snap Interactive is a social video app company. We host one of the world's largest collections of video chat communities through our apps Paltalk, Camfrog, and TinyChat, as well as an interactive dating app called FirstMet. And lately, we've been making a big play into blockchain to enable new capabilities for our consumer apps and to strengthen and extend the capabilities of our back-end services, which are a really important dimension in fulfilling our mission to consumers.
So I wanted to take a step back and know a little bit about the history of the company. When did you start and how did you develop to where you're currently at today?
Sure. Well, we're really the union of two companies. The larger and older one started back in 1999 and really was one of the first to bring voice and video to chat. It was back in the early days of AOL and the founding of Skype. It was sort of a competitor to those companies back then, and it's really been a tech innovator throughout. Over the course of 15 years, we've invested tens of millions of dollars into our technology infrastructure, and that's helped us accumulate 26 issued patents over the life of the company.
And let's now get into the technology a little bit. I keep the one name that keeps coming to mind is Snapchat. How is it different from that?
Sure. Well, there are some similarities with other social apps, particularly apps that integrate video. But I think one of the main differentiators is a lot of social networking apps focus on friends talking to friends. In other words, it's really just connecting you with people in your existing contact manager and improving the experience of texting by adding some new dimension to it. For us, it's always been about bringing people who don't know each other together around shared interests and communities. So our users create hundreds of chat rooms at any given time about various themes. It could be sports, music. It could be somebody just going online and playing the guitar and creating a fan base around that. But at any rate, it's people meeting new people and gathering around interests. And that's really what our products are about and how they're different than the typical social networking app.
And you mentioned that you're now bringing in some more blockchain-enabled technologies. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. There's a bunch of different dimensions to that. One is on the consumer side. We're developing a new app that extends our mission. One of the applications that users have used our apps for over the years is a freedom of speech platform in places like the Middle East and Asia. One of the powerful things about blockchain is that you can authenticate with an app. In other words, you can sign in with an app without using anything like your phone number or email address, anything that ties it back to your real identity. You can authenticate with a crypto ID, which is a layer of privacy and security that really you can't do through other means. And furthermore, another aspect that enhances the security and privacy is decentralization, which is a key technology theme in blockchain. With a decentralized backend for a messaging app, you can create a service where there's no central party that knows who's talking to whom or about what, and that's really unique in the marketplace now. The app is called Backchannel, and it's a secure video-enabled messaging app that we're intending to release in 2018.
Okay, so Alex, I want to now get into the business model a little bit. What is it for both the legacy business and for the blockchain-enabled technologies that you have, or Backchannel?
All of our apps have a freemium model, meaning that there's a layer of service that's offered for free to consumers, and then there'll be a premium dimension of that as well. And so we have free users that through which we collect advertising revenue, and then we have paid users that upgrade to a subscription. And both free and paid users actually both buy virtual gifts, and so virtual gifts is a significant part of our transactional revenue as well. Overall, transactional revenue makes up about 91% of our total revenue, ad revenue being the balance. Now, with Backchannel, our app that's coming out in 2018, it will also be a freemium model, but there's going to be a token economics dimension to it, since it will be blockchain driven. So it will have essentially the same principles, but the modes of payment will be different.
And what's your background? How did you get into all this?
So I've been running technology-driven entrepreneurial ventures for the last 15 years. I've been involved in a number of startup activities and had some exits. One, a company that was sold to Google, and another one that was sold to Match Group.
And what are some of the company's growth drivers moving forward?
So the blockchain initiatives are a really big driver of growth because they extend the capabilities of what we can deliver to customers and really shore up and improve the back-end capabilities. In other words, a lot of the infrastructure aspects of our business, like content delivery, file storage, payments, all of those things are being revolutionized by blockchain. So we're getting very involved in companies that are supporting those efforts, and to integrate with our legacy business, and also to participate in the growth in that market as well.
And Alex, I also wanted to get a background on management. I saw some news that you just brought on a new board member as well.
That's right. So in order to accelerate our move to blockchain, we've brought on some members of a blockchain advisory board. One of them, Mike Jones, is a very accomplished entrepreneur and angel investor who was CEO of MySpace and is presently the CEO of Science Inc., which is an LA-based incubator that's had some very big successes. So the blockchain advisory board we're building out. We added another gentleman named Lou Kerner, who's a very influential guy, an author and investor in blockchain. And so with these people involved, we're expecting them to help make the right introductions, help guide our decisions in terms of what moves to make in the space, and just overall expand our visibility to the investment community.
And where can our audience go and find more information about Snap Interactive?
They can come to our website at snap-interactive.com.
My name is Robert Kraft, and we're coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're at the LD Micro 10th Annual Main Event in Bel Air, California. With me again is Alex Harrington from Snap Interactive, publicly traded company with the symbol STVI. Alex, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Robert.